Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I got to turn it off because I know they're going to flag that. That just won a Grammy. That just won a Grammy. Oh, yeah. Ah, what's happening? Oh, I just seen an alert. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for sending the notification to me, even to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, welcome to the very first of many, potentially. Care from the Port CREATE-A-THONs. Yeah. And the only thing, I thought I saved a different title here. I could have swore I saved a longer version of the title to give y'all a good idea of what's going to be happening tonight. But, I mean, hey, look, if nothing else, I know you see the description. I know you see that. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you get this and you join. And, you know, not only that, I hope that you subscribe, because that's what this is all about. Yes, subscribing to my YouTube channel, subscribing to Camp from the Port for the first CREATE-A-THON. It's going to be some Grammy talk today. It's going to be some hip hop talk today. We're going to talk Beyoncé and country music. I even got an album review for you. It's going to be a short album review because I think the conversation about the artist is probably going to be a little more important, but let that not distract you from what's about to go down right now. And that is the Camp from the Port CREATE-A-THON. I forgot because I said I was going to do this. So let me do this before we even get started. I said I would send the link in the comment section for anybody that would feel compelled to join in on this conversation or any of these conversations today. I'm running it like a real telethon. You know what I'm saying? It's a CREATE-A-THON, but it's like a telethon. So, you know, if you want to hop on here, you know, boom, there goes the link, right? I know it went to YouTube. It probably went to Twitch. It probably went to Facebook. But look, for sure, in the YouTube comment section, matter of fact, it didn't go there to Twitch, that is. But that's okay. That is quite all right. We're not concerned about that too much. We're concerned about the YouTube. You dig? And before I get started, you know what it is. You know what we come to do here every single week. Made in the 1980s. Made in the 1980s. That is the name of the podcast that I do every single week. Yep, it is episodic. Every single week, I talk about life, about living, about nostalgia, just any other thing. It could be music. It could be anything. It's more about it being a conversation amongst all of us 80s babies, but you're welcome to participate if you are not one, you know. And every Friday mornings to be exact, it goes live. If you are on the YouTube channel and you do like to see video, you love seeing, you know, my handsome face and what have you, then I don't even have my mic here. Oh man, I'm tripping. Here we go. If you do enjoy seeing my handsome face and what have you, you can check it out on Saturday in the morning, 8:15 in the morning. Made in the 1980s. The podcast episode video goes live here again Fridays on every morning, about 5:15. Symbolism behind that number. Check us out there as well. You can catch everything. So look, I don't know if y'all heard everything. I don't know if the sound was just that great or not. I thought I was talking pretty loud, but just in case, man, hey, look, if you're just tuning in or you're just coming in or whenever you decide to come in, this is the first Camp from the Port CREATE-A-THON live stream. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. What is the catch of the giveaway? The catch is I got to get to 250 subscribers. Okay? That is what has to get done. 250 subscribers. Once I do that, the link that should be in the description of this video is where you register to win. And I'm going to pick one winner, and that person is going to pick the next album that I have to review. And I look forward to this. I look forward to anyone that is one already here and already subscribed, man. First of all, thank you. You don't have to do all that, but I greatly appreciate it. And this is step one of me giving back. Now, look, when I get to 500, it's going to be a different giveaway. It won't just be the review thing again. When I get to 750, 900, 1,000, there will be different giveaways. So, don't feel that you should unsubscribe because you didn't win today or whenever I hit 250. I ain't gonna lie to you. I expect to be hitting 250 today. We only got 9 subscribers to go, y'all. I think I believe in myself. I believe in myself enough to think that I can get 9 subscribers. Now, part of me wants to stay on this live stream until I hit them 9 subscribers. But we'll see how the conversation goes. We'll see how the content goes. I'm looking forward to it, but we'll see. And because I just thought about it and it's sitting right there behind me, it's time to go to the chart. Yeah, let's get to the chart. So dig it. We still here. Look, we at 241 actually. So look, we just there. We almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. And as soon as we hit that 250, man, register to win, please. Please. I want to give you something. That's what she said. So we will definitely keep it going. And I think it's first and foremost because it's very serious that as I talk music, I talk about all artists that I know or that I just respect, or just stories that just hit hard or just hit home for me. So I'm sorry, my eye was looking a little crazy. Is it good now? I think so. Okay. If it starts to feel irritated or red again, I'm gonna just throw those shades back on. But I want to start off the CREATE-A-THON, day one, first one, with a rest in peace to DJ Unk. And I know I did not get a chance to say that in the original, like in real time. I forgot what information, content, something else that was going on at the time. So I did not get a chance to officially say that and acknowledge him because he did have a classic hip hop record. If nothing else, DJ Unk from Walk It Out. Like that. You know what I'm saying? And for that, he deserves to be acknowledged. He deserves to be recognized. If you were made in the 1980s like I am, you know this brother as some of the most lit club nights of your life. You dig what I'm saying? There was a time, I want to say, what we thinking, like just that whole run of the 2000s almost. I would say 06 to probably even 08. You couldn't get in and out the club, especially if you were there between 10:30 to 2 a.m. And you could not hear Walk It Out. You were definitely going to hear that. So I think that's important to acknowledge this brother. It's always eerie, disheartening, sad, unfortunate when people that are famous, that are my age or like in my age group, pass. And this is one of those that also hits pretty hard. I mean, hey, look, DJ Unk was born in 1981. 1981. That means literally him and I could have went to school together and graduated the same year, class of 99. And to see that he had passed away from a heart attack, man, that's rough. That's rough news to process. because, obviously health is wealth. As we're all in this culture of, oh, get money, chase the bag, do all these things in an effort to, buy the things you never have, or, give your kids the life that you didn't. We definitely, and we often forget about the aspect of health and just being healthy, being a person that is just of sound and able mind and body, so we can enjoy the fruits of our labor. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like, what happened to that? Just having the opportunity to just live and enjoy the fruits of your labor, man. It's very disappointing. It's very disheartening. I mean, condolences, prayers going out to his family, real friends, and just the people that were truly admired or were inspired by his career. That's important. I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to say that. Oftentimes, especially in this world we live in, we some people have that attitude of like, oh, if you ain't, went diamond, or if a million people don't know you, or we treat life like such a popularity contest. But what about the people that just made great impactful moments to your just day to day? Everybody's important. There's no human being that's more important than the next. I know this news kind of came and went, and not for nothing, I think with social media and news moving too fast, we're all kind of desensitized to death a little bit. I think even Rich Homie Quan came and went a little too fast, to acknowledge that, because he had a great run, And but yes, DJ Unk, rest in peace. Again, I say rest in peace. Apologies for getting to acknowledging you so late, but I definitely want to thank you for your contribution to music. You put a banger out when I was outside trying to get into every piece of mischief possible. I thank you. And man, rest in peace, brother. Love. We're gonna get back to it. Let me blow my nose. I'm sorry. I just hate to do this in the mic. It sounds super crazy. All right, so let's get to it, man. CREATE-A-THON. Day one, show one. Let's get to that 250. And while we do that, man, let's talk Grammys. Grammy recap. Grammy recap, man. So first I want to say this, because I think this is important. I admire all of you out here who just take that old goalpost and y'all just move that joker wherever you feel, based on your favorite artist and what's going on in life. I admire y'all, because I can't do it. I at least got to acknowledge how I felt at one point in time before we just transition into some new talk. Every year, and I mean every single year, there is a delegation that's boycott the Grammys. That's why we need the Grammys. How come we don't show up to the BET Awards or the Stella Awards, or y'all didn't act this way when the Vibe Awards and the Source Awards was out. And this year, I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that. Hey, I admire y'all. I want to be crystal clear. I admire y'all, because the level of, it would almost seem like love, admiration, appreciation for the Grammys, because it's still the biggest night of music, no matter how you feel about it, no matter who wins or loses, it's still the biggest night of music. And what's so funny to me is that this is literally the first year where I have not seen Boycott the Grammys talk. I haven't seen they got it wrong. They never get it right. This not for us. And look, and I had a whole 24 hours to look to see it. It did not happen. And I want to know what changed. But I got a couple clues. I got a couple clues about why it changed for y'all. We gonna talk about it. Look, we gonna talk about it. My man Wang said they did get it wrong. So we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna have you elaborate on that. But first though, what I do want to say here is this: is the chatter down because Kendrick Lamar did a clean sweep at the Grammys? Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone should hand him a Grammy right now. Is that why? Is that why? Because I would love to know. I think it's important to know. See, Kendrick Lamar, not like us. If you have just been under a rock, maybe you went to space and you just came back and it's Tuesday night. You may not even know this. You may not. But Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys. He went 5 for 5. He ran the table. He clean sweeped. 5 Grammys for the song Not Like Us. For those that, again, you may not know. I'm just repeating information that you may not know. It was a diss track towards Aubrey Drake Graham, who is a Canadian artist from Toronto. Yeah. And Kendrick Lamar shows up in a Canadian tuxedo and collects Record of the Year. He collects Song of the Year. And I think he did Best Rap Song, I think, as well. And the other two, I don't even remember. He won, he literally every time Not Like Us was nominated, it won. Jawan, what's up, my brother? CREATE-A-THON day 1, we here, baby. So Kendrick Lamar 5 for 5 on the Grammys diss track. And I think so there's 2 ways to look at that, right? 2 ways to look at that. So now on one hand, you can look at it solely as, oh wow, I can't believe a diss track made this much noise and got all these awards. And I do understand that. Because that is just a factual statement. However, you also just have to look at reality. And reality is, in 2024, Kendrick Lamar dropped the biggest record of the year. There was nothing bigger than that. There literally wasn't. As I look at the Song of the Year nominations, right? A lot of these really just came and went. Hey, look, Taylor Swift and Post Malone Fortnite, I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm not really hip to that particular song, and I know songs from them. I don't remember that one. Shabuzi, a bar song. Now, granted, country charts, that's rocking. Black people, I'm sick of y'all. You were not listening to a bar song. Had y'all been listening to a bar song because they're Not Like Us, this would have won. Because this should have probably been the one. It probably should have been, especially when I tell you the other ones, even though my song is on here. Chappell Roan, Good Luck Babe. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile. Sabrina Carpenter, Please, Please, Please. Beyonce, Texas Hold'em, again, another one. Black folks, if y'all had supported this record, this probably would have won. Shabuzi and Beyonce should have won this, because the black listenership should have tipped it over because white people were listening to these songs. The white audience that enjoys country music, they enjoy these songs. And the people that are in country that don't like the song still listen to it because that's why they can complain, right? So they're still listening. And then my girl, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, my favorite song of 2024. That was in here. I would have always liked it for that. I think on my original show, I think I picked that to win this category because I just didn't think Not Like Us was going to win it. But boy, I was wrong. But hey, it makes a lot of sense. Here's the irony. 1 second. 12 years ago. Was it 12 years ago? Yeah, it's 2025. 12 years ago, Kendrick Lamar was losing Grammys and losing other awards to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, right? 12 years later, Kendrick Lamar drops a diss track that's performing like Thrift Shop out here. Talk about student of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Because Not Like Us performed as a record, just as a song. It performed like a Thrift Shop. It performed like Can't Hold Us. It's like there's not one publication that did not acknowledge the song, receive the song, and play the song. Marching bands learned it. They had evangelists coming out to this to Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kathy with her wedges that she got fresh from Nordstrom. She was out there grooving to Not Like Us, going crazy. So it literally, in every aspect of the word, that was the record of 2024. If you have to put a button on 2024, the button has to say Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us on it. Has to say it. Hey, Joanne, you're right. See, that's what's so wild. The halftime show in Houston, now that y'all saw the records being performed, y'all gonna take y'all happy ASS's right over that to Beyonce, that Cowboy Carter concert, and risk life and limb and your mortgage just to see it. But you didn't support it enough to where it could win Song of the Year for Texas Hold'em. And you know what? And not for nothing, maybe Texas Hold'em is not the best song on that album too, but you had to listen to it to know that, right? There's that. But I say this about Kendrick Lamar, right? Because the clean sweep is important. The clean sweep is important because, more important than it being about Drake, right? More important than the song being about Drake, it was the fact that it's a rap song for me. The fact that a rap song performed that well. Summertime didn't do this well at the Grammy. You can't touch this. Too legit to quit. Name them. Baby's Got Back. None of those. none of the black classics that are the white that the white slaps by black people. All of them. They never did this. Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. I don't think he won 5 Grammys. I know he didn't. Rest in peace to Coolio. I know he didn't. So it's major in that aspect alone. I think just the collateral damage is Drake. You know what I mean? And Wayne, you know what? Hey, I think I do remember you saying that, he gonna win every category. I think you're the first one. A lot of people were speculative. They were like, if he win, or man, they're not gonna give him no Grammys for a diss track. But again, performance of records matter, bro. Performance of records matter. And not for nothing, and I'm not being salacious or funny when I say this. I think Drake needs to get a Grammy for Not Like Us. I think he needs one. I think Kendrick Lamar should send Drake a Grammy for Not Like Us. I feel that way because without Drake reacting to this record the way that he did, and I'm talking about from the Heart Part 6 down to the lawsuits and petitions, from just that alone, from the day the Heart Part 6 came out to December 31st, because technically they stopped, they just stopped counting, like we're on 2025 now. But here's the deal though. Because of his behavior about the record, I think he intensified the blow. Pause. I think that Drake going from trying to embrace it at the show that one time, you know what I mean? And not letting TDE artists perform in Canada to then trying to, manipulate his own like Christmas programs or whatever, like his give backs and giveaways to him having beef with streamers. I think all of Aubrey's antics helped more people listen to it. And not for nothing, this is, I think, from a popularity concept, from a popularity state, Drake has the bigger audience, right, than Kendrick Lamar, because Drake has a bigger audience than everybody, like, because they're not all rap fans. They're not rap music fans or even R&B, music fans or whatever. And I think that when you make a diss record of that magnitude, when you make something that sounds that good and people react to it and they want to hear what it's about, I think it does just kind of work in its favor. It kind of just like pushes it up. It kind of gets it out to more people. And that could be to his detriment. It could be. But I tell you what, all Drake had to do was reply with a slap. And this may not have lived as long. He chose to say, oh, these allegations are false and I'm going on vacation. And then he came back and was just doing like wild stuff. The only thing that he handled well, I felt, was the BBL Drizzy thing that Metro did, because he ended up rapping over it for the Sexy Red joint. I know the song came and went. We'll talk about it. But that was the only thing that he handled well music-wise. Other than that, I just don't think he handled this well musically. Hey, shout out to my man Tommy Black, who just subscribed to the channel, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Hey, I got the notifications on. Hey, look, man, we're trying to get to 250. We're trying to get to 250, baby, and we're going to do it. I appreciate y'all. So, Drake should get a Grammy for this. Now, do he want it? No, I don't know. I don't know if he want it, but he should get one, though. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Black. Hey, yo, man, real quick. Let me take a break. Let me salute to Tommy Black real quick, man. Hey, listen, man, there was a time, and some of y'all were there. Some of y'all weren't there, and it's all good. I put out a mixtape called The Whole Damn Show. Or it was Thank You, I Try. I can't remember which one it was. But my guy, Tommy Black, was the first person in radio to reach out to me to be like, yo, I like this joint and this joint on your project. And he was honestly legit trying to get me on the some radio time in Chicago, GCI, market number 2 at the time. I'm sorry, market number 3 at the time, for y'all that know anything about radio. And he had me do a drop for a show. Forever grateful for those small moments in my life. It was after a Mayweather fight. Matter of fact, I think it was after Mayweather De La Hoya. He called me. I was geeked in the car. And so always love and respect for Tommy Black, man. I thank you and appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for that. It still means a lot to me, even though nothing ever came of it as far as my like music career, right? But hey, it is all good. It is all love, man. I am forever grateful for anybody who has ever done anything for me in the aspect of helping me get any kind of brand that I've been trying to get off the ground. And to all of you, So never never discount the people, man, that be trying to look out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we tried. All we could do is try, Tommy. That's it. All we could do is try, bro. And it's all about the effort. Just like the effort in this giveaway, this Create-A-Thon giveaway. Again, I hit 250 subscribers. That means you all will get to pick, well, one person, not all of you, but one person will be picked for you pick the review. That's when y'all tell me what album y'all want to hear. And the only stipulation is I couldn't have already reviewed the album already. It's got to be something I haven't reviewed. It can be as old or as new as you want. It don't got to be nothing new. But as long as the album review is not on this YouTube channel, we gold. That's it. And thanks to my man Tommy Black subscribing. Hey, we only 8 people away, bro. You dig what I'm saying? We only 8 people away. So we were just talking Kendrick and the clean sweep at the Grammys. So now I want to get to this because I be seeing the narratives. I be seeing y'all out there. Oh, Kendrick got 5 Grammys for Not Like Us. I can't believe a diss track did this. Damn, Drake's career is over. It's done, man. He really killed his career. It's over. Nah, it's not over, bro. It's not. Drake's career is only over if he wants it to be over. Now, here's the chess game and why I think it's not over for Drake. And this is where y'all gotta keep it a buck about how you feel about the Grammys. You got to. And unfortunately, it's with an artist that some of y'all turning on. There was Drake love. Drake's love was undeniable. Drake's the capping, caping, and glazing for Drake was at an all-time high till Like That came out. And then it was wavering. And then Not Like Us came out. And then y'all flipped. That's bogus. We're going to talk about it. Because here's the deal. The Grammys hate Drake. The committee, like they hate him. And that's why the person with the longest, most dominant run in hip hop and R&B ever has maybe 5 Grammys. Maybe 5. But yet his run is 15 years. That don't make sense. That does not make sense. It's impossible to make that make sense. And even when he got his Grammy, one of them last ones, he was like, yeah, you know what? Hey, don't let them tell you about your art and what you do. They don't control nothing. Yo, Drake was popping off. And I think it was between Views. It was either between Views or If You're Reading This Is Too Late, maybe. One of those, or maybe Scorpion. I don't remember. But yeah, his Grammy speech was very unfavorable. Randomly on my shuffle, and I'm glad I listened to it. But have y'all heard Blessings, Big Sean and Drake? Have you heard? Did you hear his verse on that? And that's almost 10 years old now. So he don't mess with the Grammys, and the Grammys don't mess with him. So really, I love the bias that the Grammy showed. They was like, hey, you know what? We don't like to do it anyway. Give Kendrick all of these. Now, granted, that's not to taint the victory, because again, I still do think 2024, the biggest record that came out of any artist studio was Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. It's undeniable. Because he had the other one, which would have been Like That. And then he had the other one, which would have been Euphoria. So they're like, even though the Grammys, like for Song of the Year, we're just going Song of the Year because that's everything. The only song that I even put as giving it a run for his money was Birds of a Feather, because one, I just like Billie Eilish, right? A bar song is a big record, but again, it's big where it's at. We not really supporting that record. Everybody's supporting Not Like Us. Taylor Swift supports Not Like Us. You know what I mean? So that is the difference. But it's not over for Drake, man. Drake is Drake is one more slap away. If Drake gets back to making music and music that we feel and music that we actually want to hear, he'll be fine. The knock on Drake is the easiest one to fix. The recent musical knock on Drake is the easiest one to fix, and that's you making music for the youngins, bro. Grow up, do something that we feeling, do something that the people that were actually 21, 22 when you came out, now we're 36, 37. Why don't you do something for us? And that's where he is. Grow up with your audience. Grow up with your audience instead of trying to cater to the new young people, because all of the other people that are shooting the big three did it. You know, when you think about that class of just the blog era rappers, the 2010s, a lot of them, everybody's just growing up. Everybody grew up with Drake. And I know maybe that is in part to his audience being so big that he can't. But I disagree with that, because you still have to have some kind of relatability to your core demo. Your core demo should always be super served. You know, I don't think and Drake has mastered the give something to everybody type of music. So I don't want to believe that he can't do it. You know, that just doesn't make sense. But if you just grow up like Kendrick did, grow up like Cole did, grow up like Big Sean, like Big Crit, like Wale, who else? Tyler's grown up. Tyler, the creator, has grown up. So Drake can grow up. It's literally that simple. Go in the booth like you're literally a rich man in your late 30s that wants to connect with the people that were originally buying your music, supporting your music, going to your shows, buying your merch. Do that. Stop. Let 21 Savage is even 30 now. Like, yeah, see, even the artists, I'm thinking, like, let Jack Harlow have the audience that you're trying to push to. You know, let Jack Harlow and Lotto and Sexy Red and Glorilla, let them do them, because that's their demo. They're all the 20-somethings. Bro, you're damn near 40. Do something for the people that's also almost 40 that grew up listening to you. That's all. So it's not over for them. But you know, like anything, lack of growth will always affect your place in music. I mean, the only one that y'all allow to do it is Lil Wayne. We can talk about that when y'all ready. But we still in the Grammys talk, man. It's the Camp from the Port YouTube channel. It's the first CREATE-A-THON. Before we get to it, man, let me just fix my bow tie, bro. Let me do that real quick, okay? Yes. Okay, we're back. I appreciate you being this far. Beyonce, a dance party with Beyonce. Hey, shout out to Donnie T, right? Nope. Beyonce, country music, and fickle black folks. Let's talk about it. Beyonce won Country Album of the Year. And for the first time in her life, she won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Now, let's talk the country music part real quick, because I've had the pleasure of living in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, they got she got to call up. What's my man? Mark Keys and DJ a dance party with Beyonce. Hey, she need to hop on that and take off. Hey, I'm buying it. I'm buying that single on life. But I've had the pleasure for almost 5 years now living in Nashville, trying to gain some understanding of the country music scene. just because I want to, just because I'm a fan of music, I think it's important to understand every genre. If you call yourself a real music fan, if you call yourself a real musician, claim to love music, there shouldn't be anywhere where you don't find music that you love, artists that you love in every genre. And so for me, as a true music lover, being in Nashville has been great to me. I'm not gonna act like oh, it's it's the new chocolate city or the third one. It ain't. That's Atlanta, that's DC. But for art, for music, for the culture of musicians, musician culture is out here, and that's what I dig about it. Musician culture is in Nashville, Tennessee. And as I was preparing the show today, this CREATE-A-THON, as I was preparing that, I think I get why the country music community is trying to gatekeep and keep Beyoncé out of country music conversations. And from a business level, I do not think it's racism. I do not think that. The fans, that's different. Like these people that are just online in comments, that's different. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the actual community, the country music community, the musicians, the executives, the managers, the agents, all of those people. This is my theory on why they're trying to gatekeep and essentially kind of like block out or just separate Beyonce from the pack. And that's just this simple. Beyonce is hands down the biggest artist ever to decide she was going to do country and didn't need that community's help. She didn't need them. And the country music scene, from what I see, only basing off of what I see, the country music scene likes to invite, cultivate, and prop up their talent. Like it is a real ecosystem. I have learned that. I could drop some names to y'all that I probably expect to be some of the biggest names in country, because low-key Jelly Roll got in the way. That wasn't supposed to happen that fast. It wasn't. Now Jelly Roll is the man out here. It's really real. He was the man before these country albums drop, but he's even more of the man now. I don't think they expect him to take off that fast, because this is supposed to be Lainey Wilson's time. This is supposed to be Morgan Wallen's time, but he's just a loose cannon out here. But even they had to give him Artist of the Year, and he didn't even show up. He got the biggest, most important award in country music, and he didn't even show up. And that alone tells you how bad they want country music to stay in that ecosystem more than they want the biggest star in the world to come in and dominate in the space. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be race related. I'm just giving you the techniques of the industry and how I've watched it. There's still the one genre, country music, that is actually like lobbying for number ones, like number one records. It's a real ecosystem of how they strategize and plan and promote in an effort to make sure number one records are achieved. And don't get me wrong, a lot of other genres do it too. I mean, matter of fact, every label that's worth a damn, they're doing it. Like Atlantic is doing that too. I don't want to just single out country music. It's just that to see it at this level, it's like, oh wow. Because for me, as an outsider looking in, there's some people I've never heard of, or I'm just hearing about in the last 2 years. Like, damn, they got number one record already. Whereas, you go back to like a Cordae, who probably has never had a number one rap record, but yet we are well aware of who Cordae is. There's somebody that's probably not as famous or as popular as Cordae that probably has 2 or 3 number one records, on the country charts, while he's probably just in the top 10 for like hip hop charts. That's what I'm saying. But you know, the country music scene, like the country music scene can't do anything for Beyonce. They can't. She doesn't need any of them. That's why the statement of this ain't a country album, it's a Beyonce album is powerful, because Beyonce is officially genreless, but she's been genreless for a little while now. You know, she's in pop records, R&B records, rap records. Now she's doing country. I wouldn't be surprised if a rock album comes out from Beyonce here, or gospel album comes out from Beyonce. I wouldn't be surprised at either of those. It could be gospel, it could be rock. I would not be shocked. But that's, to me, that's their main gripe, is that, oh, we can't make this star, because if Beyonce gets number one, she may never leave the number one spot. And that's going to affect our number ones over here. Like Jason Aldean may not get another number one. Morgan Wallen may not get another number one. If Garth Brooks came back, he probably can't beat Beyonce to get another number one record. Lainey Wilson, all these people, Jelly Roll, she may totally jack up the ecosystem, and they not having that because it's messing with their money. Don't mean that it's right, but that's my theory. That's my theory on the matter, right? So, you know, the other thing that's important is us, the Black listening demo. There were so many mixed reviews on Cowboy Carter, and as much as we want to say that they don't accept us or they don't want this to happen, what about the way we talked about that album? What about the way we talked about it? What about the way Black people talked about Cowboy Carter and how y'all wouldn't go listen to it, and how it didn't have no soul on it, or because there wasn't no 808s and a J feature, you not messing with it? Like, what about those things? So the other reason why Cowboy Carter is such an important album to win Record of the Year, because essentially one fan base jumped out the window to tell us how much they felt alienated, and the Target demo by Sonics didn't want to accept it. But you can't deny it's good music on there. Like the joint where her and Post Malone is fire. It is. The Levi's joint, that's fire. Y'all saw the halftime show, that's all on there. That's all on there. It's and it's and again, let me say this right, because I don't want y'all to get me confused. I'm tired of the narrative of, oh, it ain't no soul to it, so I don't want to listen. Because what does that truly mean? You know, I don't just because she ain't doing a lot of gospel runs, and just because she may not be in a position to where she's singing, right? That don't mean that she's not producing good product. That doesn't mean the music is not good. What you're really highlighting is your lack of diversity for music. You know, there's a lot of artists. Hey, look, there's a lot of artists that maybe don't have a soulful edge at all, but I'm sure that you love some of the music. Where's that energy for like a Katy Perry? You know what I'm saying? Did Pink not have a soulful edge just because L.A. Reid stopped producing their records? You know, let's talk real. Let's talk real. Let's talk about things like that, because I think that's just as important. I'm just tired of just that narrative, that false narrative that, oh, this ain't for me, just because it doesn't sound like your commonly produced and manufactured, quote, Black music. That's literally the problem. That's literally the problem. Black people, we ain't a monolith. We always want our respect, We always want to show that we can do anything. We always want to, be included as a majority, which is whack. We can talk about that later or the second episode if y'all like. But here's the deal. When somebody do something new, look what we do. Look how we treat it. Look how we treat it. You don't want to hear that. Now, don't get me wrong. This ain't the same thing as that Sexy Red and Bruno Mars thing. That was just not good. That's different. That's different. I'm talking about the aspect of Beyonce coming out, putting out this album that is country sounding album, country music album, and us going out of our way to not support it. But now that she's won Country Album of the Year at the Grammys, she's won Album of the Year for the Grammys. Now you can't wait for the tour. Now you can't wait for the tour. Now you are going to get your little cowboy hat and chaps. Now you're going to be dressed like Gloria Velez in the Big Pimpin' video, taking your ass to the Cowboy Carter concert in Chicago. And that's whack to me. But that's music though, right? In a way. Bandwagon culture. We just gonna hop on the bandwagon. Oh, it's whack until everybody tell me it's hot. It ain't really nothing until it's co-signed or stamped by somebody, and now I'm deemed as a hater if I don't like it. See, that's what we on right now. You go past either way, Wang. Hey, listen, I get it. And look, I'm also on the side of this. I'm okay with the album, just not liking the album, but don't call it names. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call it trash. Don't call it whack just because you want to hear Single Ladies Part 3. Don't not like it because it ain't Me, Myself, and I or Lemonade. You know what I mean? Like, just because ain't no Drunken Love on here don't mean, and actually low key it is a Drunken Love on here, but but you know what I mean? There's that. Because also, and this is just me just trying to put y'all on, because I seen Raina Roberts post this because she's on the album, another Black country artist, because Black country artists, they really need us, bro. I'm being dead ass. Black country artists really need us Black people to go out and give their albums a listen, give them a shot, really give them an opportunity to succeed in this space, because right now they're in the space of doing some music that they love to do, but the majority of the audience that will show up for them don't look like them. And we'll be the ones to call them sellouts if they ever make it. And that sucks. We should not do that. We should not do that. We should be in a position where we are celebrating these artists, at least giving them a listen, give them a stream. Look, y'all paying $10 for Apple Music anyway. Just stream the joints, bro. Stream them. Or sis, whatever, just stream them. But I saw Raina Roberts post this, and I want to share this because of and it's a person that they tweeted this, or no, it was a thread. I'm sorry, Threads, not X. It's Twitter, it's tweets. But Threads though. Because of Beyonce and Cowboy Carter, Shabuzi has a Grammy, Tanner Riddell has a Grammy, Brittany Spencer has a Grammy, Tierra Kennedy, Raina Roberts, Willie Jones, Linda Martell. They all have Grammys. And this is why the album is important. And yeah, because look, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 artists not called Beyonce that are in the country music space that now have Grammy wins under their belt. And they all happen to be Black. That's important. That's important. 8 Black artists were able to get Grammys for a country album in 2025. Prices is up. Period. Prices is up. Notoriety up. And not for nothing, if nothing else, hey, look, they can all work together and make other albums and make more albums, because that's just what it could be and should be. And the fact that, you know, she won, you know, best country album too, so they got 2 Grammys. You dig what I'm saying? All that is it's very important, man. 3 Grammy wins for Beyoncé for Cowboy Carter country album. Hey, and look, and if nothing else, hey, look, she appealed and she increased her art, she increased her creativity, and the Grammys couldn't ignore it. We can go over the Grammy noms, because I know how people feel about one in particular, like Lainey Wilson. Hey, listen. And she is and not for nothing, she is becoming the Beyonce of country music. So I get it. They like it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be upset, because I mean, hey, it's rough. It's rough when you feel like you have dominated in your genre, and somebody comes along out of nowhere and takes what you feel should be yours. But here's the news flash, guys. In a way, you could say Beyonce's had to experience that for 25 years. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, hey, Post Malone's album was on here, F1 Trillion. I'm surprised. Hey, look, they could have canceled everybody out and gave Chris Stapleton the best country album for hire. But Lainey Wilson, Whirlwind. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. It's some heat on there. If you know who Lainey Wilson is, there's some heat on there. So I'm not hating, but you know, the cool part about it is that Beyonce's going to go back to doing whatever she want to do. And if Lainey don't win the next time, what's y'all excuse? You know, there's that. Let's take a break from my notes, because I see my guy Jones is already over here talking some talk. Let's see what he's talking about, man. All right, I got a question. Now that B has won, does this open up the opportunity for an artist who's not hip hop to come in and drop an album that wins or contends for Rap Album of the Year? A Harry Styles or a Charlie XCX? Jones, my legit answer to that is that we already let that happen. We keep letting it happen. If you want my personal opinion, we let that happen all the time. All the time. Machine Gun Kelly. Post Malone. Kid Rock. I mean, now granted, maybe they're not winning out. Maybe they're not winning Grammys, but we quick to call a white boy that can on beat hip hop. Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit, Fort Minor, Linkin Park. Oh, bro, when do we not? When do we not? The thing is, we just don't support hard enough on the back end, which is, oh, hey, yo, I'm gonna actually go to the concert. You know what I'm saying? MGK is hip hop. I don't know. Because Lace Up happened, and then he did like 3 rock albums. Because Because we not just gonna say that he got 2 projects, which was that Piff mixtape and that Lace Up album. No, he came back to rap to battle Eminem, and he didn't drop a rap album after that. So I don't know that we should be calling MGK hip hop. I just don't know. Hov paid for that Grammy. Hey, you know what? Hey, I've been seeing that too. They say, they paid for the Grammy. And you know what? So, because you know what? The math got a math. The math got a math, right? Beyonce has the most Grammys of all time. And she never won Album of the Year. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. You can never make sense of that. There's some people out there that the only Grammy they have is Album of the Year. If they got 3 Grammys, there's people with 3 to 5 Grammys out there in the world of music, and one of them is Album of the Year. And Beyonce ain't got one, but yeah, she's got more Grammys than literally anybody. More than the Beatles, more than Elvis, more than Michael Jackson, more than Prince, like everybody, more than Hammer, more than Lauryn Hill, more than Eminem, everybody, more than Garth Brooks, everybody. So yeah, hey, look, maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but I tell you what, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, and sometimes you gotta get embarrassed out here. Sometimes you gotta fall in the mud with your white pants on. Oh well. Black Power, Black History Month. Black History Month. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, wait, follow-up question. My bad. I got my man Jones here. Okay. I'm happy she won, but does it set a dangerous precedent? It doesn't set a more dangerous precedent than the one that already exists, Jones. And here's what I mean by that. The dangerous precedent that already exists is that anybody can come in to the music industry through hip hop and R&B, rap music and soul music, get a buzz, get scorching hot, and then leave. We've only seen it not work one time. Y'all want to know who it is? Because he brand new. Tommy Richmond. And y'all, because I said that song was garbage from the door. My man Rob shared it with me. I was like, yo, this beat is kind of hard, but I can't understand the word dude saying it. I don't really like this. But $1 Million Baby, we pushed that record. We pushed it. And that white boy got right on Twitter and said that he don't want to be considered hip hop. Because he thought it was over. Yes. My sentiments exactly. Yeah, hey, he showed his hand too early, Jones, and he didn't have a real slap. That ain't no real slap. What Kendrick put out this year are the real slaps. That, like, hey, look, man, I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to be Jackie Jackson. You dig? He was trying to get his don't stop till you get enough on. Nah, bro. Nah. It's weak. You take that beat off of that song, that's a dud. That is a dud. Y'all can't even cape for it with a different beat on that, a different beat on that joint. But, again, White Iverson, Post Malone. Post Malone don't even collab with rappers no more, do we? I can't think of the last one I seen. Outside of I think him and 21 Savage are actually like friends. But I don't know if he's collaborating with any rap artists anymore. Pink, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, So yeah, he thought he was untouchable till that Man in the Woods came out. So, you know, they wanted to try it with Carrie Underwood and Kelly Clarkson. It just didn't work. They too white. They just too white. And they didn't want to cosplay. So I respect those ladies. I love Kelly Clarkson. Real talk. They tried it with Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. What you think them Juicy J features was about? What you think them Kendrick Lamar features was about? Taylor Swift had a joint with T-Pain. Like T-Pain though. Like 07, 08 T-Pain. That's when she got, before Death of Autotune. Taylor Swift has a song with T-Pain that dropped before DOA by Jay-Z. That was when she decided to leave country music and go into pop. So unfortunately for me, Jones, the dangerous precedent is already set. Like, the thing is, we need to do a better job of gatekeeping our ecosystem of music. If you really want my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really needs to happen. Miley Cyrus, yes, thank you. Miley Cyrus was out here twerking with a Jordan jersey on. She was even having sex with black guys on this Beyonce Cowboy Carter album, though. Now, hey, she used rap lyrics against us as to why she don't mess with it no more. Hey, Miley Cyrus didn't even want to take a picture with Kai Cenat at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the game. And unfortunately, you know, we're harder on black artists than white artists. We want to know so bad. Here's the wild part about it though. And this is real talk. We sit here and say, oh, Drake ain't real, Drake ain't tough, Drake from Canada, Drake been rich, Drake been on TV, blah, 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 right? And that's all the reasons, that's all the asterisks of why he just can't be number one in rap, right? Why he can't be the top of the top, you know, he's soft, he don't do this, that. Hannah Montana did an album with Mike Will Made It, and it was called Bangers. And we gave her no grief until she decided that she didn't want to be ghetto white no more. That's my problem. So no, I don't think Drake is done. Sorry, because how can I when we do stuff like that? Like, that was okay. Explain it to me. Break it down for me. Make it make sense. Because that's garbage. Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, her daddy had a slap. So she, bro, come on. Like, come on. Let's keep it real. Drake ain't the worst thing to happen to black music. Drake, and at least Drake, he tried to keep 50% of himself in the game, you know. What about Miley and Post? I don't want to hear, hey, listen, moving forward, 2025 and beyond, I'm going to judge your Drake slander by how you feel about Miley Cyrus and Post Malone and what they did. Right in our face. Right in our face. That's where I'm at with it. The only person I don't feel is ever in question is like MC Search and Eminem. Oh, and the Beastie Boys. Respect to the Beastie Boys and like Rick Rubin, Steve Rifkin. Y'all know the names. Y'all know the names. It ain't too many. Buddha both. There's always a Negro willing to sell out their culture to increase their bag. Yes. But here's the deal, Jones. Why do we buy it though? They sell it to us though. You know what I'm saying? Bangers, produced by Mike Will Made It. Mike Will Made It. That was for us. Kelly in Clarksville didn't buy that album. Or maybe she did if she's sleeping with black guys. But you know, just because I gotta let my man Wang rock. Pause. Let me see. He said, all right, I love my man Jones. What you talking about? During the bus boycotts, I'm sure there was a shiftless cone who got right on the bus. Yo, you know what? I don't know if y'all watch On Your Leisure. And we're getting off the topic of music real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. But I love the conversation here. We still at 242 on the night. We got 8 more subscribers for that first prize that comes out. CREATE-A-THON, day one, show 1. Camp from the Porch, CREATE-A-THON giveaway. I got the chart, but we're gonna spare y'all the chart. We're gonna spare y'all the chart real quick. I'm gonna bring the chart back up though. I want to answer this. So look, during the bus boycotts, right? Hold on, I got it. Hey yo, the Madison girls banging that Miley Cyrus bangers, and we won't stop because we can't stop. However that mess go, but I'm yo, if y'all check out Market Mondays or Blackout, Earn Your Leisure, Ian, the master investor, they were talking about this, like how the bus boycotts work, and the wild part about it is, right, you know, there were thriving black-owned bus transit, you know, situations and companies, right? During the boycott, but for lack of better phrasing, us being so thirsty to be included, once they start letting us on the white buses, all the black transit systems start failing. Just think about that. Think about that as you listen to your Post Malone albums. Here's the chart. I should make another squiggly line, but come on, man. Let's just get to the 8, bro. Let's just get to that 250. We still here. We still doing it. I appreciate you all. It's the giveaway. Camp from the Port CREATE-A-THON giveaway. 1,000 subscribers. That's where we're trying to get to. I hope you're along for the ride. You know what? I'm gonna just leave this here, so I ain't got to reach back so far. But yes, you know, and Jones, I'm sure you're right too, though. You know, because like that's the thing. There is, unfortunately, I think there's just too many of us that just want to be included in everything. We like to belong. We like to belong. We like to be a part of something. It's human nature to a degree. Why? Telling us human nature. But you know, salute to the people that actually want to build something of their own and to go forth and make the most out of it or make the best out of it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, but we're all not built like that. A lot of us are just built to follow. And unfortunately, just like transit system, or the transit system or music, it's going to lead to the detriment of something. You know, while I watch a lot of people complain about how Trump is dividing the country and, you know, racial tensions are high and all this, that, and the third, I've heard everybody talk about every avenue other than us coming together and building with each other. Why is that? Why are we so hell-bent on making him like us if he don't really like us? How come we're not just calling each other up on the phone, meeting at our favorite restaurant, strategizing on how to build, cultivate, grow, enhance, and pass down, versus waiting to see what he about to do and how we think it's going to affect us. How we think it's going to affect us because we don't really know. It's 3 weeks. We don't really know. Just saying. We still in the Grammys talk. We cooking the bird slow, but we're gonna move. I'm gonna move on. Hey, look, y'all got anything to say about Drake, Kendrick, or Beyonce? I'm here for it, but we're gonna move on. Okay, man. Hey, yo, shout out to Chappell Roan. I love her acceptance speech for Best New Artist. Hey, yo, these new artists are about to change the music business. I love how she was basically like, hey, yo, you should give us benefits, bro. Hey, you gonna sign me to your label? Make sure I got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, and people got to be clap for it. Hey, listen, it is hard. It's hard being a musician though. Like real talk. Hold on, because I don't want to like laugh and make it seem like I'm not serious when I say this. Because I know a lot of musicians, I know a lot of artists, and it's really hard to be an artist and a musician because there is no benefits package, there is no 401k, and there's no guarantee to make it on any level. It's no guarantee to make it underground. It's no guarantee to make it mainstream. Like we know systems are in place or whatever, but sometimes a lot of labels spend a lot of money and they don't collect it back because your slap don't slap. And the unfortunate part about being an artist, especially if you don't want to work, like if you feel that you got to be 100% all in, like you can't have a part-time or a full-time job, most likely you are on somebody's couch and you are not eating. And that means you can't get no annual checkup. You can't go to the dentist. You can't get your blood pressure checked just on the rando. You can't do it. And I do love what the young lady was saying, because she was like, yo, when I was a kid, I was trying to get on. I got my first deal. I got dropped. I had nothing. I had nothing, and my health was bad, and there was nothing. Nothing could, help me out in that. So, she wasn't this dramatic, but the real thing is like, hey, look, depending on her condition, if she didn't have any medical insurance, she could have died trying to get on. Like literally, the other side of get rich or die trying. Literally, that could have been the other aspect for that young lady. And the wild part about it is that, she's not alone. She's not alone in that fact. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of work and money spent into being an artist, a successful artist at that. Now, the upside is the upside, but it's a team though. If you know enough about the music industry, you know that if an album makes $1 million, that the artists don't get $1 million. And depending on how many people are on that team, they may not see $250,000. Just saying that to say she's not off. And I hope that all the chatter becomes actual motion, and artists and musicians come together and do for themselves what SAG does for themselves, and what union employees, dock workers, there's got to be something that can be done. I mean, granted, there's a lot of great art that comes with pain, but man, we're not on here to suffer trying to do what we love, and I'm speaking as artists and from artists. I mean, I still consider myself an artist. I may not be actively trying to create music, but I consider myself an artist, with the things I do and how I put them together. And just even doing this, there's an art to what I'm doing here, I feel, so I love that. Hey, Doechii. And now that I look back at the category, and I think I heard every single album, I don't know how I did not pick her to win this award for Rap Album of the Year. You know why? Because Future. That's right. And nothing else. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you why I did not pick Doechii to win Best Rap Album. Is because Metro went crazy. Metro went crazy on this album production wise. That We Don't Trust You. He went crazy. And then of course, Like That is on there. And then it's Future, and if nothing else, and I'm not even a big Future fan. I want to be crystal clear on that. I'm not a Future fan. But as I look at this list, look, J. Cole might delete later. I think he kind of took himself out of the race with everything after it. Common and Pete Rock. Hey, listen, I can't disrespect this album because I still haven't heard it. It's in my queue, but I haven't heard it. Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady, Coupe de Gracie. I expected more from that album. I was expecting more detailed storyline in the Death of Slim Shady story. I think I even set myself up to be let down by that album, but I do think rap-wise, it's superior. Like, you won't hear better rapping on an album from track 1 to track whatever of last year than Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady. I don't care how you feel about Eminem. He out-rapped everybody again this year. But you want to talk about rap art, though. You want to talk about, oh, it ain't for me, but it's hard? Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Yeah, absolutely. I do have that album better than Might Delete Later. And here, hey, and look, let me be clear. I do think J. Cole raps better than Doechii, but her album is better than his. And the fact that he dissed Kendrick mildly and then took it off and apologized, he shouldn't win the damn Grammy, no way. Sorry, Cole. Sorry, Jermaine. That's just the way I look at it. Rap rules should still be in effect. Okay? So, yeah, Doechii. Now, I mean, but I expect the politics to start politicking because, hey, look, and that just meant I just thought Kendrick's going to have six Grammys. Because if that wins Best Rap Album, then Kendrick gets another Grammy for another song where he dissed Drake. So, I mean, maybe I just thought that, hey, he about to just go crazy. He's about to run amok. But yes, I'm very happy for her. I'm happy for her speech that she gave when she won the Grammy. Doechii is really dope. She is absolutely dope. And we're going to talk about her probably in a little bit. Real quick question for y'all. Let me know what you think about this. Money Long performed Made for Me at the Grammys. I've never heard her live before this moment, so I need to hear from y'all. Was she sick, or does she just sound bad live? Y'all tell me, because it ain't like she didn't hit like 0 of the notes, but it did sound like, wow, this would sound way better in the studio. So and look, and if she performed under the weather, then she did a really good job. She did a really good job. However, if this how she sound like now, she music soul challenging us, and y'all need to let me know. I don't know. I'm not here to be a harsh critic. Because I think overall, I think she's a really good artist. So you let me know. Money Long performance Made for Me at the Grammys. Was she sick, or does she just sound bad? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, my man Jawan just chimed in. He said, watch her Soul Train performance and then watch the Grammys. Big difference. Okay, bet. Hey, I want to hear that. That's what I want to hear, because I seen, like, you know how the comments, they just started letting go on you. And some people was like, look, hey, yo, you can tell she's sick, but she's still killing it. I was like, oh, okay, hold on now. That's a different perspective. Somebody was like, yo, nah, this ain't it. And I'm just like, yo, wait, hold on. So that's good. Okay, we got vouchers. We got people on the Money Long on the wave heavy. Okay, bet. Beautiful. So then, hey, look, I'm going to look forward to seeing her when she's in better health, when her immune system is intact and she's ready to do her thing. Because I want to say, I think Coco Jones had one of those moments. And I've seen Coco Jones live. Coco Jones is dope live. But I think she might have just been on the off night. And of course, somebody going to catch an off night. And then they're going to try to post it and make a big deal out of it. So that's good. I'm glad y'all have seen it. You've seen her perform, I should say. So that's awesome. I'm here to accept that. Real quick before I get into my last question, I just want to say this real quick, man. I want to say this. Kanye West is just freakier than all of us, bro. Now I'm a freak. No cap, right? But Kanye West, Kanye West is a wild dude. Hey, listen, Kanye West is obviously a voyeur. He in the voyeur gang. Salute to all the voyeurs out there. But he and his wife, because I don't remember her name, it's just gonna be his wife, right? He took it to a whole nother level. Hey, look, having your wife show up at the Grammys with this beautiful fur coat on, then right, you take y'all pictures or whatever. Then you stop walking, let her walk to the center. They walk together. She took her coat off. He stands back and just watches her butt ass with the hosiery around her whole just lady parts and just take pictures. I was like, Kanye be doing stuff I think about, but not in front of that big of an audience. Oh my God. I'm like, yo, he's a freak. He's a freak. Kanye West is a freak. But I respect it. Hey, look, see, I know what y'all be trying to say about Ye. And y'all be under the impression that, oh, he got this girl out here bad. He just treating her any kind of way, blah, blah, blah. No. Again, I think this is a time, and this is probably for Patreon, so I'm not going to say too much. But see, this is what finding like-minded individuals is all about. This is what having, people of the same lifestyle is all about. Kanye West is obviously like super high voyeur status. He's a new level of voyeur. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, period. Just like Rick James, showing Charlie Murphy your titties. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, look, he had her butt naked on the boat. Now he got her butt naked on the Grammys. I think he out here raw dogging leather pants. Like, yo, Ye just on a different type of time. He's on the what is it? Because I don't watch anime. Is it Super Saiyan Voyeur Gang? That's probably what he's at. So I'm not gonna hate on Ye. I don't think that he's holding this girl hostage. I don't think she's not doing anything that she don't want to do. I believe, and this is just what I believe. I believe that the way that Kim and Kanye's relationship unfortunately broke down and parted ways, that Kanye West is now just like, look, this is what I'm on. This is what I'm into. I want to see my woman doing this, that, and the third. And see, Kim Kardashian just make too much money to be doing that kind of stuff. And hey, and not for nothing though, I do salute Kim because she been covered up a lot more since Kanye West has left. So like, or since she's left Kanye, however you want to spin it. But when's the last time you seen Kim Kardashian even partially nude? So that's literally Kanye's bag. Like Kanye's bag is, I like my girls naked. And he'd be like, New Jack City up in here. I need to see it all the time. I want other people to see it. I want people to see you, seeing me see you, and I need to see all of that. Because that's how I'm gonna lay it down. That's just probably his bag. I need some water. It's been an hour and a half, bro. So that's what I believe. You know. Kanye's a wild dude. I respect it though. I super respect it. I ain't gonna talk too much because I want to just get everybody in trouble. So let's move forward. My final question as we wrap up the Grammys talk, and we're gonna get to some hip hop ish. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things I don't appreciate that's going on in hip hop right now. But yo, who has a better time at the Grammys? Who had a better time at the Grammys than Taylor Swift, bro? Taylor Swift, hey, listen, I know we trying to make this crazy little battle between her and Beyonce, and it's not real. That's literally y'all. That's literally y'all just uneducated people trying to put them against each other, and it's whack. It's tired, and neither one of them are here for it. Neither one of them are here for it. And with that, I love seeing Taylor Swift not win nothing but have the time of her life. She was up dancing. She was obviously toasty. You know what I'm saying? She was a little lit. She was having a great time. Hey, look at how life works. Taylor Swift presents Album of the Year to Beyonce. They hug, they talk. Hey, when Kanye West did the infamous shrug and Beyonce had the greatest video of all time, again, another time in which people felt Beyonce got snubbed and Kanye said something about it, who came to her defense, who came to Taylor Swift's defense, Beyonce. Beyonce and Taylor Swift are not enemies. And we got to stop acting like they are. I don't even know where this conversation came from. I don't even know why it's becoming a thing. But until they make it clear that they got smoke, y'all better just wait for the collab. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better wait for the collab. That would be your best bet. And it's better for Taylor Swift and Beyonce to collab than to be beefing, because why? Why? Shut up. That's it. That's my take on that. CREATE-A-THON. CREATE-A-THON. We are an hour and a half in, and I got more conversation for you. I got more conversation. We got one subscriber in that first hour. Salute to my man Tommy Black. I actually saw it. I got the notifications on. We are here. It is live. It is a thing. I hope y'all watch the Grammys, enjoy it. Hey, look, again, no Grammy slander this year. Y'all wild. Y'all wild. Don't want the BET Awards now, huh? Hey, Kendrick and Beyonce winning. Now you don't want nothing. All right. I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We good. It's all good. Let's talk rap, though. Because there's something I don't like, man. And I should have sent Jones the link for this, because he's the main one I need to talk to on this. Because I think he in on this too. I don't like Memphis Bleek slander, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like how we are in 2025, and it started, I think, 2024, leading into 2025. I don't like how we are now looking back and reflecting, and now all of a sudden, Memphis Bleek slander is a thing. That's trash to me. Memphis Bleek has not done anything to nobody. I think it's jealousy, and we're going to talk about it. I think, and this is how, and the way some of y'all reacting is like, this is why I know you're really not about loyalty. So whether it's been Dame, whether it's Beanie Siegel, like somebody somewhere is always talking about Bleek, and it's been unsavory, to just say the least. Now the new thing about Bleek is, oh, Jay was writing his raps. See, let me tell you why I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, because for the longest time, y'all was talking about how weak Bleek was. That was y'all were saying. You were saying that he could never be the new and improved Jay-Z because he rapped like that. Y'all said Beans took a spot. Freeway took a spot. The Young Guns hotter than them. You like Petey Crack more. Oh, Dip said over at Rockefeller now, oh, well, Bleek ain't got a shot. When the Rock and Dipset were going back and forth, J.R. Ryder laughed at the idea that Memphis Bleek would write a record or a diss track aimed at him or anybody else in Dipset. So how we go from that to now, oh, you know, Jay wrote some of those raps is beyond me. I don't like that. I don't like that. We gotta pick a side, man. We gotta pick a side. Because even I said on You, Me, Her, and Him that it was Bleek's night. It was Bleek's night on that record. And Beans is now saying that the only reason why he felt he might have got on that is because Jay wrote Bleek's verse on there. See, that ain't cool. That ain't cool, Beans. Because you would never say that if you were all on Rockefeller still. If they was all on the Rock, if it was all one umbrella, you wouldn't say that. I think what's really happening here is that as we look back and we listen to the Dynasty album and we listen to, you know, the State Property albums, and if you choose to listen to Bleek albums and Bleek singles again, the thing is, there wasn't really that great of a deviation between all of them within each other. Now, granted, Hove is Hove, Jay is Jay, and I'm still gonna give Beans his respect at being 2 if we're not counting Sauce Money. But Freeway, Young Guns, Petey Crack, Joel Santana, Memphis Bleek, rap wise, they all got the same overall ranking. Like they're all about 83. You know what I'm saying? If this was 2K, like just one's charisma slider is on 99, or one's delivery slider is maybe on 95 or something like that. But like, no, there ain't too much like difference. It's not too big of a deviation because, hey, look, because here's the deal. Bleek got the gold albums. So make that make sense. Why, if he's so terrible, why did he outsell over half of them? And album for album, he definitely outsold most of them. We just got to keep it a bean. We gotta acknowledge that then. Now, it was Jay-Z records added to Bleek albums. So I'm not gonna act like that's not that can't help pad the stats, and sure, but hey, look. But I don't remember Bleek being a single, double, or triple platinum. I remember his albums being his albums. And hey, look, I bought Coming of Age. I thought the album was dope. Swiss Beats all over it. Memphis Bleek that was my joint. I still listen to that joint today. Another Swiss Beats and Memphis Bleek is actually a very solid tandem. I know everybody may not love a lot of Swiss Beats, but the ones he gives to Bleek, he smokes those. I'll die on that hill. I'll stay on that hill. I'll down that hill because I believe in it. So, for me, I think it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy, man, because here's the reality about Rockefeller Records. And we all got to sit with this reality. And I hate it for all of us. But the ROC really wasn't the strongest team. They just had the best player in the game. That's all. We wanted Beanie Siegel to be the one. We did. The truth, the reason, the becoming. We wanted those to be up there. Get up there. Philadelphia Freeway. We wanted those up there. But unfortunately, as it breaks down, No disrespect to those guys, but you know they're looking back. They're looking back in hindsight and being reflective. And yeah, there's more accountability, but they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. They just didn't do what they were supposed to do. Because it takes more than rapping well or rapping at a high level to make it in the music industry. It just takes more than that. And you know, to even be bringing up Bleek's name in an unsavory fashion when all he's done is be the most solid individual standing next to Jay-Z besides Tata, that's whack to me. We shouldn't even be on that. That shouldn't even be a thing. I don't like that. We're in a state right now. It's 2025. We watching Jim Jones get on record and diss Cam. And he's dissing Cam and 50 because of what he did to Cam with 50, what? Almost 20 years ago? When he showed up to perform Ballin' on a 50 Cent set, knowing that the flip side, Cameron would have never got Tony Yayo to perform Pimpin' or Lloyd Banks to perform I'm So Fly during the Dipset set when after the Curtis album is dropped. Like they wouldn't have been able to do that. So not that he needs it, but we should be coming to the defense of Memphis Bleek more. Because a lot of sucker stuff is happening in hip hop right now, and we sweeping it under the rug. And we sweeping it under the rug to make room for people that just decide that, hey, they want to be the man now. Like, see, that's why loyalty in hip hop, I never want to hear it, bro. I never want to hear it again in my life. I never want to hear it again in my life. It's so fickle, the things that we highlight and we talk about and we celebrate in hip hop, especially under the aspect of loyalty. Loyalty in hip hop. You know what loyalty in hip hop looks like? You and your constituents, your comrades, your people coming up, doing what you need to do to survive, making it to the top or at least a top, becoming a millionaire, and then you fall out over something petty, and it's mostly women or money, for them to go on some podcast or to get on some post on a social platform and have the other person tell the world how much they did for you. That's what loyalty in hip hop looks like. Oh, I did so much for this person. Or, oh, I helped them out when they had nothing. That's what loyalty looks like in hip hop. It's, man, I'm tired of being the third guy mentioned. I'm tired of not being the star. So now let me diss you, or let me cause controversy, or let me put myself in some kind of position to where now people got to compare us and put us against each other. That's what loyalty is getting you in hip hop right now. So for me personally, a handful of people I never will ever disrespect, because even though I'm not even big on loyalty, it's always respect for me. This is why I will always be like, but I mess with Tony Yayo. This is why I'll always be like, man, but I mess with Memphis Bleek. And this is why I'm always like, yo, hey, but I mess with Doechii though. Because West Side connections falling apart. Cube and Mac 10 are not getting along. Who's the solid individual? Doechii. Doechii is the one. He's never flipped on Cube. He's never flipped on Mac 10. He don't do interviews talking about either one of them in an unsavory fashion. And matter of fact, when they ask him, the only thing he says is like, hey, look, they got to talk. I'm not going to stop being homies with either one of them, but this ain't my place to say or do anything for them. You know, I'm not here to talk about them. You know, and y'all propping up dudes that's making mediocre music too, though, by the way. That's the other part that's whack. I don't know. And this is not me trying to make, you know, oh, in hindsight, you know, Memphis Bleek top 10. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying here is Bleek won. Bleek won to not be the second best rapper or third best. Every version of Rockefeller you look at, Bleek has never been number 2, right? Early 90s, they had Sauce Money. Then they get Beans. And then Kanye. And here's what's so wild, you know, as we have the writing speculation for Kanye, let's just say per album, per song, what if we find out Bleek is writing more of his music than Kanye? Did that change where he is on y'all list as far as just Rockefeller roster? Because I have him in the top 5. I do think, even though like Freeway, I may potentially like his style as a rapper more, I do have Memphis Bleek being a better rapper than Freeway. And I don't think that's a stretch. I don't. If you gave me the Rockefeller all-time list, Jay, Beans, Kanye, Sauce Money, Bleek. Jay, Beans, Sauce Money, Kanye, Bleek. That's the 5. I'm open to hearing anything else, but I don't think you have much to offer beyond that. Yo, Sasha, what's happening? Thank you for tuning in to the CREATE-A-THON. We still here over an hour and 47 minutes and 15 seconds. About time. I've been trying to refresh here, but no, we only got one more subscriber since we've started, but it's okay. We'll keep doing CREATE-A-THON so we give everything away. That's just how it's gonna go. And I'm still deep. We got plenty of content to get to. But yeah, I wish I could have posed that question. I don't know if Jones is going to be back or if he'll come back or anything else. But again, Rockefeller starting 5. This is just Rockefeller. Rockefeller is state property because that's all together. I'm not counting Dipset. But if you just give me the all-time Rockefeller roster, this is who's in the 5. I will not waver on this. Jay-Z, Sauce Money, Beanie Siegel, Kanye West, Memphis Bleek. That's what I got. That's what I got. Let's talk CREATE-A-THON. We here almost at the 2-hour mark. And we got a little bit more to go. We got a little bit more, not too much more to go. Because I'm gonna close out with an album review. Spoiler alert, Crossroads, The Crossroads by Cordae. That's going to be the album review of this week. And we'll get to it. And hey, glad you made it back safe. You was out there in Cali, right? Grammy weekend out there. Hey, shout out to Kai Cenat too for being out there Grammy weekend. He has some good content that he posted from being out there. It was dope. My man Jones, he posed this question to the chat group, the group chat, you know what I'm saying, the phone joint. I want to know what y'all think. I have my answer already. Is TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, is TDE the best West Coast label ever? I'm going to let that breathe. And feel free to answer. I'm going to post y'all answers. I'm going to highlight your answers up here. Is TDE The best West Coast label ever. For me, an emphatic yes, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Listen, because when I first saw that question, I'm like, wait, I gotta know who all the West Coast labels are for sure. But then again, no, I don't. Unless something out of the blue was coming out of the ones that already come to the front of my mind. Because I'm look, Ruthless Records, right? Ruthless Records. And that was like NWA, Eazy-E, Bone Thugs. Again, good start. They ain't enough. Then I thought about Sicwidit. Sicwidit Records. That's E40, right? E40 imprint. Love the E40. Love to the Bay. That's not over TDE though. And then let's just get to it, man. Deathrow. See, I know a lot of y'all, especially that's like my age or maybe a few years older than me, y'all about to try to convince me that Deathrow is a better label than TDE, but nah, nope. That 3, no, I'll give them some respect. Let's call it the 5-year run. Because it's 92 to 96. So I think because the Dogfather comes out in 96. But no, no way. And before y'all say it, the only 2 Pac albums count for Deathrow. And that's All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli. Those are the only ones I'm definitely counting. Because those are the only ones that I know that he was alive to record and at least like kind of send in, even though it's kind of sketchy on that Machiavelli. But I'm a Me Against the World guy. I still think that's the best Pac album. Even though I will say a lot of the songs that I didn't really care for on All Eyes on Me, they do sound better today. Some of them. And the joints are still the joints, so what's the new one? Or it aged well. But I still do think that Me Against the World is the best Pac album. The B-sides on the Me Against the World album are harder than the singles, which were hard. I remember growing up and If I Die Tonight and Can You Get Away were songs that were played more than Dear Mama and Keep Your Head Up. They were just songs that were played more. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I tie so much positive to that Me Against the World album, and the fact that I can even argue that a single album to a double album with the single album winning. Because if you really like look at the track list on Me Against the World. Matter of fact, hold up. Because Me Against the World is on the album, right? You know what I mean? Like that's dog Temptations, bro. So Many Tears is on this album. It ain't easy being me. Will I see the penitentiary or will I stay free? Come on, dog. F the World is on that album. Come on, bro. I see death around the corner. No, hey, dog. No. Sorry. Me Against the World, bro. That's the one. And that was on Out the Gutter Records. I don't even know who that is. Okay. I don't even know who that is, but they got a classic though. So with that said, man, yeah, Deathrow. I know The Chronic, Doggy Style, first Dog Pound album. I think Nate Dogg's first album is on there as well. Don't Jump Out the Window. Because Regulate, G-Funk Era, Warren G's debut album, not on there. That's a Def Jam album. Def Jam. Yes. Yes. So that does not count. I don't know. I don't think it's, I think Corrupt's album Corruption is on there. I don't know. Let me see. It don't change my pick though. It's still TDE though. And it's not, it was on Antra. So there's that. Yeah, because that was 98. So yeah, that wouldn't be on there at all. So then, right? So the only one after that would be Aftermath. I think that was, and I think the game used that. So Aftermath, they got obviously Chronic 2001, Eminem. I think the first 4 Eminem albums, right? I know they got Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem Show, and Encore. I want to say for sure. I don't know if Recovery and everything after that is on there. Get Rich or Die Trying to Shady, Aftermath. Who else? But also like Nocturnal's EP is on there. I want to say Busta Rhymes' Big Bang Theory is on there, on that list of just Aftermath projects. There's a few more. I'm trying to think about it, but I'm saying all that to say, don't matter. TDE smokes all of that, all of it, and it's not for the reason y'all think. I'm not. This is not recency biased. This is not me saying this because Kendrick won 5 Grammys this week. I'm not saying it for any of those reasons. The reason why I have TDE above every other West Coast label is because they got SZA. Nobody has a SZA on their roster. Nobody. And she clears the table for a lot of stuff. And I'm not even a super fan like that. I'm not. But let's say, okay, whatever you feel is the best album on Ruthless Records, right? Whether it's Straight Outta Compton or Easy Does It, or hey, maybe you're East 1999. Maybe it's the Bone Thugs joint, right? So now pick one of those, and now put that up against, I would say, Doggy Style, but let's say that your choices are the Chronic, Doggy Style, or Me Against the World. I'm sorry, All Eyes on Me. I'm sorry, All Eyes on Me. Okay. So now put one of those albums up against Good Kid, Mad City, or Damn, or hey, because y'all throw it up there, because y'all prop it up there like that, To Pimp a Butterfly. Do you still have it, up there? Do you feel it wins? Aftermath got the documentary on there. Don't get me wrong. Aftermath, they have the best, they have the best shot. They have the best shot. Because now I'm here to look at it, because they got Ventura, the Anderson .Paak album, counting on this. They count the Firm album. That's Nas, AZ, Nature, and Foxy Brown. The Wash soundtrack is considered on here. Truthfully Speaking, My Truth Hurts is on here. Compton, you remember that dropped in 2015. Shout to my man John Connor, who I had high hopes for. So now here's the thing though, and this is where we get a little weird, because they're counting Kendrick's albums as being Aftermath projects as well. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, because they got Good Kid, Mad City on here. They got Damn on here. The Black Panther soundtrack is on here. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. That, to me, I'm counting those as TDE first and TDE only, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, they got every M album on here, all the way down to Death of Slim Shady. So that makes sense. They got interesting enough, okay, they got 50 albums up here until Before I Self-Destruct. So that's 2009. They don't have anything else on for him after this. But even with all of that, still going TDE. Still going TDE because of how y'all talk about a lot of these albums. Y'all told me Eminem's catalog don't even count. I was told it don't count. Like, he can't even be considered in the top rappers ever. Right? We can't do that. Then, so now, so see, I look at that and I'd be like, well, you can't disqualify anything from TDE's catalog, because they got every Kendrick album. They got every SZA album. Oh, hey, and you know what? You might want to know this tidbit of information. TDE just won the Grammy for Best Rap Album because Doechii's on TDE. They also got Habits and Contradictions, Oxymoron, Blank Face, and the rest of Schoolboy Q's discography. J-Rock, his albums. Win. Oh, wait, you know what? One of those is Strange Music. Shout out to Tech Nine. I think his very first album is I think it is Strange TDE. I think J-Rock's first album. But yo, Isaiah Rashad, he had an album that was noteworthy. Hey, and let me check, because now I want to make sure before I even say this, because if this is over. There's one guy, and I just want to check the credits real quick. Yeah. Hey, look. They got SZA and they got Sir Facing Summer. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Pack everybody up. Ruthless, Aftermath, Deathrow, they don't have a Chasing Summer. They don't have nothing that competes with that over there. Michelle, sorry. We love you and your powerful voice. You don't got nothing touching the SZA album. I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes. I'm sorry. Truth hurts, and you don't either. Sorry. SZA got y'all wiped down. That's what it is. And Chasing Summer by Sir. Incredible project. Sorry, Nate Dogg. Sorry, bro. Rest in peace. But it just ain't that. It just ain't that. So, personal opinion. Like it, love it, or lump it. Don't matter. But yeah, TDE, the best West Coast label ever. And I think it's not even about sales and accolades, because obviously if we went by sales, then nobody's beating Aftermath. M and 50 alone. There's 200 million albums between those two guys. You can't beat them. And Kendrick sells a lot, but he don't sell that much. And they sold physical copies. Those are physical diamond copies. Diamond physical copies. So if you went just based on sales, it's Aftermath, and it's not even close, because even the duds on there have moved gold, at least. Like Curtis is considered a dud. That's a gold album in 1 week. Depending on how you feel about the game, his first 2 or 3 albums, they were all double platinum, I think, or better, with the documentary at like 4 or 5 million. So yeah, it's no beating them on sales. But if you want to just project for project, if you want to match the quality of each project, it's TDE, and it's not even close. Not even close. So that's my thoughts on that. Real quick before I get into my last topic, of the night. Hey. That Sexy Red and Bruno song kind of came and went, didn't it? I ain't heard nothing Fat, Juicy, and Wet since. They don't even have that on TikTok. That's not even going crazy on TikTok. I still see more videos with the Glorilla T-Pain joint than I do for the Sexy Red joint with Bruno. Again, man, I'm sorry. It just ain't it. I don't have a problem with Sexy Red. Love Bruno Mars. That just ain't it. Sorry. Back to the drawing board. Hope you figure it out. And we'll just move on. Before that, I'm going to get a little water, man. Hey, look, this is the second hour. Camp from the Port CREATE-A-THON giveaway. We're at 242 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that's chimed in. You've been in and out the entire evening. Thank you very much. It will not stop here. However, I am running a little low on content for today, unless we get a lively bunch who want to get active on conversation tip. But I'm going to sip a little water and we're going to get into our album review because it is Tuesday. And since it's Tuesday, we got to talk music and we got to talk albums. And I got one that I think fits in line with here. Remember, some albums don't need a deep dive. This is going to be one of those times. All right. Here we go. Tuesdays. Matter of fact, let me take this time out to say made in the 1980s. Made in the 1980s. That is the name of the podcast that airs Friday, audio version every Friday in the morning, 5:15 a.m. if you're up that early. So you can listen to it throughout the day. Saturdays, the videos right here on YouTube. Every Saturday. Made in the 1980s. It's a show that I believe in very much so. Depending on how long you've been watching in the stream, if you hopped around, my man Wang Dang, please say the damn doodle, is on there. He's featured a lot on the show, man. We have some great conversations. We got a couple more episodes on the way. And we hope you check it out and you enjoy it. Also, I like to take this time to say, hey, I got to find a new distributor of my merch. I think I'm done with Teespring. Teespring has kind of jerked me around for the last time, man. I was sending out some gifts for some people, and they still have not received them yet. And as I'm preparing for this giveaway, I don't want anything in the way of me getting those bundle packs out to that 1,000 subscriber giveaway winner, or the 900 or the 750 or the 500 winner. So we're going to have to find a new printer and distributor, creator, if you will, collaborator, if you will, of the Camp from the Port merch store. And I might even just have to have small box merch pre-printed here. I'd love to work with somebody in Nashville or with the best price that I can find that can at least turn something around within 5 to 7 business days. At least give me that. If I got to wait more than 2 weeks, I don't even want to do it. We're not even getting down like that. So if you know of anybody, let me know. I'm going to be doing some research. But yeah, I'm done with Teespring. They've jerked me for the last time. Pause. And we'll just keep continuing to make the best of the situation with what we have. And hopefully I'll have something super dope, some new merch to give away for y'all real soon. And the store will be more efficient real soon. Apologies if you have been waiting for an order for weeks now. It was not my intention. I sincerely apologize for that. I am more upset than you are, and I have the emails to reflect that. So, but thank you for your patience. Let's talk music. Cordae. No longer the YBN, and I love the explanation that he gave on one of his albums. He's like, because we didn't own shit. I respect that. Cordae dropped the Crossroads album. This dropped actually back in November 2024. Yeah, man, GNX took all the thunder out of that, but it doesn't mean that the album is not worth listening to. Hey, listen, just because you don't hear an album the week it drops or the month it drops, it don't mean it's not worth listening to. That's another reason why I do these reviews. So you can get the new music, and so you can effectively be in the know of just fire music or just good music, because a lot of music is just good, and that's okay. It can't all be classics. It can't all be classic or trash. Some stuff is just okay. Something is just decent. Something is just cool, and they're worth listening to as well. So Cordae's album, The Crossroads, from the intro, I can't lie, I was kind of indifferent. Why? Because the album kicks off literally with the Crossroads, as in Bone Thugs and Harmony. The Crossroads. It was like it's just literally like a not even a flip or interpolation, but it's just like literally just like the hook just was playing, like Bone Thugs and Harmony was just playing. So I was like, okay, I like it, I get it, but I'm thinking like, yo, are you about to flip this bit and rap to it? Because I'm kind of here for that. Like, I'm kind of here for that. What we about to do to this? And it just goes off. It goes right in the track too. Which, hey, look, 06 Dreaming, for me, it's probably the best song on the album. When it gets to some other joints I actually like, but this was the best joint on the album to me. I love the story that he tells, really, about just his mom trying to get on. How she had auditioned for American Idol, and how she, in the second verse, she had auditioned for Making the Band, which wild how that all plays out, because there's obviously, well, let me be careful how I say this. 2 years ago or so, there's footage of Cordae being in the studio with Diddy and other artists too. They wasn't just like solo, but I think Diddy was trying to tap into the young energy that was out there. And Cordae was one of the people I saw in that studio session, and he was rapping and doing this thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh wow, that's dope. I was like, man, he's getting a look. That's great. Now, of course, fast forward, that all looks crazy. It sounds like crazy work. It sounds like nasty work. It sounds like all the bad works because of pending cases and Diddy's in jail and baby oil. Just everything about it sounds bad now. But in that moment, it was like, oh wow, Diddy's trying to work with the new young crop of MCs. But I love the story that he tells on this song. I think it is an answer to a lot of people saying that the young people don't rap about anything today. I think that Cordae is definitely an exception to that rule, but you do have to listen to him. So fast forward, Pray with Ty Dolla $ign, another song I enjoy on this, mostly because of Ty, but it's not it's not a bad joint at all. I love Shy Afeni, which is the song for his daughter. And I think if I remember right, I think he's writing this and she's only 2 weeks old. So that kind of end time writing, I think, is dope. No Bad News. Now, No Bad News, I want to say I heard that summer of 2024. I heard it early because that's the joint with Kanye West. And I'm going to circle back to that song as I talk in detail and I give my thoughts on this album. So let me skip over that real quick and just go to Syrup Sandwiches with Joey Badass. Another dope record. Again, hey, look, Joey Joey Badass he's dope at what he does. I don't know if Joey Badass is the guy that's going to carry the flag for New York, but I will say at least he wants it. At least he wants it. Joey Badass wants to be regarded as the best rapper in New York, and I'm not mad at that. However, it is going to have to come with more than what he's offering right now. And that is just in regards to product volume, product quality. You know, New Yorkers need an anthem. He needs an anthem. That's how you get New York on your side. You know, even Wu-Tang got anthems. You know, so I wish the best for Joey. He sounds really good on syrup sandwiches with Cordae. Because I know y'all like to hear about nothing. Both the joints with Wayne are cool. They cool. We have another situation here, whether it's on Back on the Road or if it's on Saturday mornings, where Cordae is literally conceptually rapping, telling a really great story, being introspective and reflective, and Wayne is just rapping to be rapping, just happy to be here rapping. 42 years old, just synonym, homonym, similes, metaphors, analogies. I guess y'all say he the GOAT. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Just gonna leave it alone. That is I think that's just the best thing for me to do, because I have yet to hear Wayne rap about something other than vagina for more than 8 bars, and it makes sense and it resonates. If I am just not savvy enough on the Wayne catalog, y'all let me know. But and I'm sure Cordae doesn't mind. I mean, look, I'm sure Wayne is one of his favorite rappers. So with that being said, I'm sure he loved the fact that he's even got a chance to even get Wayne in the studio and to get a verse from him. And I'm not saying that that's not a feat and that's not a big thing, but I just wish that the people that grew up inspired by Wayne, he would give them something more than just bars. But hey, that's his brand. That's who he is. That's the one person we give the pass to. He's the only person in life that people are like, man, who the best? Who the greatest of all time? Who the rapper? And people say Wayne and be like, oh, Carter 3. That Carter run. We don't never challenge the fact that he ain't never really rapped about nothing. That's the only one. Everybody else, we measure how black they are, how white they are. Did you kill your mom on the record? Are you really in the gang? Who did your beats? I think this person wrote this rap. Oh, you don't never do your hooks. Every post is erected for everybody else, but for some reason, Lil Wayne just gets the pass. So I'm just done. Y'all got it from here. So let's talk about the album more in depth. Cordae to Crossroads, right? Okay, so I want to say this, and I want to say this respectfully. I like Cordae. I like Cordae as a rapper. However, I don't feel that he's original. He doesn't feel original to me. And that's my biggest problem with this album. And for me, a lot of this album just sounds like Kanye. It sounds like J. Cole. It sounds like Nas. And those are great inspirations to have. But hey, look, no bad news. No bad news is old Kanye. Like, this sounds like this got left off of Life of Pablo, which is the attempt for Kanye to bring back old Kanye. This could have been a On the Touch the Sky mixtape. This could have been lost footage from, or lost footage, a lost track, a lost tape from College Dropout, or again, Life of Pablo. Like, hey, when Chance left the studio, Cordae came in and then they did this. But they decided to go with Ultralight Beam on the album instead. Yeah, again, hey, look, Cordae's a really good rapper. I don't want to be remiss as I say that. I just think he needs like his own identity. Like, identity is so important in rap. And I know a lot of us, we hear raps and we become inspired by music and we want to push the envelope and we want to do all these things, right? But you have to get a certain amount of reps in before you actually have your own sound. And not for nothing, sometimes creating your own sound is hard because you are inspired by what you're listening to or what speaks to you. And all of us, no matter where you are, you come out wanting to be like that. Like I can tell the singers that were immediately inspired by Erykah Badu. Like you could tell by the way that they twang their voice. You know, there's you can tell the people that were inspired by Wayne, by M, by 50, by Fabulous. I remember a dude who I knew to be a singer, so he wanted to start rapping, and it literally sounded like something that Fabulous threw away. Just throw away Fab raps. That's what it sounded like to me. But that's I could tell that's who he was listening to, and that's who inspired him to rap. So I get it. But I do just look forward to Cordae finding like his sound and who he wants to be in music, because I see why people are like, yo, that Cordae is dope. And then we kind of just leave it there. And we just kind of just keep moving on. You know what I mean? Because he's obviously, again, he's surrounded with great inspiration and great mentors. Like if I can hear Cole in your music, if I can hear Nas in your music, if I can hear Kanye West in your music, then you're not off to a bad start at all. I just don't want to hear them when I'm listening to you. That's all. I'd like to hear him, like, you know, or like somebody, maybe it's even the producer. Somebody needs to push his talent to a new level, like push the envelope. Maybe he needs to get with just somebody that's not even doing a sound that we hear or we even know yet, to make him sound different. Because he holds his own. Like he's on songs with Eminem, you know, he's on songs with Thug, he's on songs with, you know, Cole, and he's not getting washed. He's never getting washed on the track, right? But that's partially because you're doing the best rendition of the giants, the greats, you know, the best. If you're becoming one of the greatest rappers in the world, and this emulation and this imitation being the highest form of flattery, then you know you're kind of stuck. Like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? You're in this situation where this is what inspires you and this is what you're good at. You're good at making this style of music, but where does your style fit in? Like for instance, yes, you can say that Common, Mos Def, Pharoah Monch, Black Thought, they're all in the same like corner of hip hop, but all of them sound very different. And that's what I want for Cordae. I want him to be the guy that doesn't sound like those guys, you know, because you can tell when Common is on the track versus Black Thought. You can tell when Posdnuos or Dave is on the track versus Q-Tip or Fife. You can hear it. You can feel the difference. The flows, voice, inflections, how they're carrying the bars, all of it. You can just tell the difference. I want Cordae to get into that bag. I'm not trying to disrespect Lil Homie either, but Cordae needs to have his own sound because he doesn't want to get Logic in this process. You know, Logic was on the roll. He was on the roll. But then we start realizing, oh, you're just Kendrick and J. Cole. Like you're trying to do Kendrick albums with J. Cole rollouts, or you're doing J. Cole albums with Kendrick rollouts. He never really did his own thing. And even the last joint, the Funkmaster Flex, where he got Flex all over the album, it's a lot like Tyler the Creator having drama. Like he's I know they say no idea is original, but Logic literally didn't come up with anything brand new. And I don't want that to happen to Cordae because unfortunately your star is just going to fall. And again, that does not mean that you're a bad rapper. It just means you lack identity. You lack the thing that keeps you here amongst everybody else versus being here with everybody else, if that makes sense. The one positive I can definitely give him though is, man, I do love the fact that he's trying to give us content. You know, hey, look, and I'm not even a demo. I think I might be a whole dub older than Cordae, but I do love the fact that he is rapping about life. Like he is trying to pen some raps for the future and for people that really want to hear something. He's got some music to live by and grow to for his age demo. And that is very important as we talk about gang culture, drug culture, hookup culture, just all of this like toxic, negative, destructive behavior. I do love that somebody in their 20s is giving other young people some really good content to sit with and just give them some more hope and inspiration than what they got. I think that's really important. And again, I'm not the demo, so you know, I'm not supposed to be inspired by it, but I do appreciate it. I hope the young people out there are inspired by what he's doing and they have that love and appreciation for what he's doing, because the sonics are there. The sonics of the album are there. The content is there. The only thing that he really needs to just tighten up on just a tad is that identity. You got to have that identity. That is the core competency, right? Of being an MC, being a rapper, being a rap superstar. You got to stand out while still being yourself. You got to become a polarizing figure to reach a certain level. You have to be unique. That's the individuality of just artistry and of music. And it's not regulated to just hip hop either. It's not regulated to just that. You know, if you were a pop star, rock star, country singer, anything, you still want to stand out. You still want to be a one of one. And I think he's still finding his footing in that perspective. And I really hope he finds it out. So for me, given everything that I said, out of 5, Cordae the Crossroads, I'll go 3. We'll give it a 3. 3 sounds very fair because, again, it don't blow you away. It's not the greatest album you heard. Again, it's 2024. Look what won the Grammy. It was Doechii. And that's not to say that he won't be nominated for next year because it dropped in November. Like, that's very possible. But in just the calendar year, I don't have it beating a lot of the albums that were mentioned and not mentioned either. You know what I'm saying? So be clear on that as well. So that's what I got. Man, listen, we had 2.5 hours. Create-A-Thon, day one. I love this. This was great. And we got a new subscriber in the process. Can't be mad at that. You know what? Y'all grown. Y'all got somewhere to be. I'm gonna have to do this on a Saturday, even though I'm still gonna do the one next Tuesday because we'll be fresh off of the Super Bowl, and we'll be fresh off of that performance from old Kenny, Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar. We'll be fresh off of that. So we're gonna do another one of these on Tuesday, another Create-A-Thon giveaway. Still gotta hit that 250. I'm sorry, guys, it's just the rules. All right, we gotta get to 250 subscribers before that first gift goes out. I'm going to have to do this on a Friday or a Saturday to let y'all know that it's a real thing and it's not a game. I may even stay on the stream for like 10 hours. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. It probably won't be 10. I might have to call Constantine and get some pointers on how to do that. That young boy is killing it. But hey, thank you for tuning in to the first Create-A-Thon. Hey, look, we plan to do this again. 2.5 hours, bro. That's what we did today. Covered a lot. Grammy talk, album talk, hip-hop talk, everything. And we're going to keep it going. Again, we look forward to having you be a part of this ride as we count down to 1,000. The road to 1K, 1,000 subscribers. I do want 100,000 subscribers too, though. I don't want 1 million subscribers. But right now, we're just going to stick to that rack. All right? And thank you for tuning in. And just know that always and consensually, it's love.